Okie dokie. Puppy is fed and watered. Also turned on some lights in my house because I realized it was just pitch black out there. But that's all good. Railbird, you're not sure is the game mechanic for polymorph such that you cannot polymorph a regular bear that has gone berserk, right? Because berserk definitely, you know, limits your options from doing most kind of fancy actions in the game. So one could assume that you could no longer polymorph. It's an interesting question. It happens rarely enough that I don't know if it's really an important feature to take note of, but a bit of an interesting one at the very least. Right up there along the lines of, can hydras get concussed? And what does that look like for the mental health of hydra pals? You know, it's the important questions that we desperately need answers to. Orb of Zot is well and good, but I mostly am here for the science and progress. Whole dang reason I came down this way into the dungeon. Jeez Louise. Surprise, nameless horror. Woo. You son of a gun. Sap all of our magic from us. You deal like 24 damage, was it? 24 damage. So we at least can feel relatively comfortable. Just dealing with you. Hello, my mace friend. Mace window over here. There we go. Fantastic. Oh boy. We live an interesting life here on Lucifer. I definitely desperately hoping that we get some level of security in the future, though there is something to be said for the on the edge of my seat nature that this run is followed up until this point. Keeps things exciting, keeps the hubris on old-time lows here, as I'm just constantly, you know, confident, of course, never didn't have it, but also terrified at the same time. Okie dokie. Whoa. Whew. Check if Firestorm exists. It does exist, and we currently have it in our spellbook as well, so that's hopefully in the cards for us. We have enough conjuration training for it to almost assuredly be a thing some point in the future, so I'm excited for that. It's been a long time since I went the Firestorm route. I've been more of a Shatter Polar Vortex boy as of late, so that should be fun. And Ignition, how are you doing? Down to 16%? Okay, we're getting there. Spellforge Servitor, one of these days we won't miscast you. There we go. Railbird, you just tested in Wiz mode. A Berserk Black Bear can be polymorphed by the player, or can they do it themselves? Because that's what I was wondering, is if a polymorpher? What are they called? Shape changer, shapeshifter. My brain just immediately betrayed me there, but I was wondering about shapeshifters who took on a berserk form. Oh my gosh, and artifact gloves that I'll never get the chance to wear. Sad days indeed, but there we go. First try of Ignition. Let's have some fun here, shall we? Take that, my elven friends. Beautiful. What are you, Axe of Flaming? You're dead, actually. Perfect. And not too shabby here. We do need some more conjuration training at some point down the road here. That much can definitely see to be true. Oh, I have vulnerability to fire. That's why everything hurts so much. Who knew? There we go. I still think we run into more Zephyrmancers than anything else, so I do kind of like keeping my Staff of Air equipped at all times now. You see that? You see that nonsense? Mark Trap? Right next to it. Hidden Mark Trap. It got me. DCSS just feeling ruthless today. Well, at the very least, it's mostly these fast weapons that come to us first, so that works out. Not sure how to force a shapeshifter into a black bear. Imagine you could still use a wand of polymorph on it, because it would have all of its properties. Can it polymorph itself, though? Like, does the ability to polymorph themselves rely on an active ability, basically? What? Jeez. Well, miscast Irradiate by accident. Whoopsie daisies. Jeez Louise, maybe I just Orb Destruction you. And then should be able to just fight you the old-fashioned way. Yeah, Railbird, I'm not sure how testable it is. Seems like it'd be a pain in the butt. Bear Rage has natural flags, so they should get it. And then, so Shapeshifter shifting. How is that flagged? Does anyone know? Also, hello, Helen. Nice to see a new face. I feel like I've done a horrible job of explaining my research here, so that's my bad. But I'm still definitely curious about it. But yeah, if the shifting ability, I guess that's the issue. Not polymorphing, but shifting is able to be used while enraged. So I'm not sure how that shakes out. And almost died to a single water elementalist as I just keep smashing my face into that brick wall over and over again. Let's stop doing that, shall we? We're a spellcaster. Let's use our magic to solve our problems. And there's Blink. So I think I will learn Blink right away here. It should be pretty dang close to castable. Not exactly, but translocation's up to like 3 or something. Should do the trick. And Ignition's still coming down here, so I think we'll leave Fire Magic on for the moment. Potion Shop, I guess if we ever need this stuff. Actually, Potion of Mutation might be very useful in the future, seeing as how we found so few of those up until this stage in the game. And okie dokie. That should be most of Elf 2 done besides the Hall of Blades, which I don't know if I'll bother with Hall of Blades. We're in a decent spot for it, I feel, because we have the Orbs of Destruction and whatnot. Still slightly terrifying and mostly just not that useful for us. It's not like we're looking for a weapon, and even if we were, Gozag has the tendency to turn those corpses into pure cash, so not exactly an option for us. And why hello there, my friends. Let us ignite the night here, shall we? That should do the trick. That's the ticket. Fantastic. And that is most of it here. Check Firestorm cast rate with Wizardry. It might be getting close. I'll take a look. Am I inserting that being enraged by Berserking should inhibit polymorphing? Or should inhibit shape-shifting? If I'm enraged, I shouldn't be able to shapeshift. You know, if the shapeshifter's enraged, can they shapeshift? I guess it's more of a question. To me, it seems reasonable that they could still shapeshift, because it feels like a more natural ability than like an active choice that they're taking. You know, if it's just innate to their very core of their being. But anyway, largely, much like every other day, I just don't know what I'm talking about. But let's take a look at that Firestorm, shall we? 94, so it's starting to come down. Not quite castable. Still a ways off, unfortunately. Yeah, I think we'll have to max out on Conjurations or Fire Magic. I lean towards Conjurations because it's a little more open-ended here, but we'll keep Fire Magic trained for a bit regardless. Yeah, our intelligence is kind of dog water chicken, so I feel like, unfortunately, most casting is a little outside of our scope here for the moment. Ignition at 13%. Do I want to try my hand at Elf? I guess what else would I do here? Pretty close to dealing with Slime. I guess with Slime, Vaults 5, both these places I kind of, and Elf 3 I guess, all of these places I kind of want to have Ignite, or Ignition as it were, at a pretty castable rate. We could go to our crypt, I guess. Do I have any positive energy? Is there a positive energy bone in our body on this run? maybe I go back for the scale mail, lose out on a smidge of willpower, bit of slaying. Let's take a peek. We have plenty of time here. Let's take a gander through the dungeon, a bit of a walk, take a peek, and we can see how our spells are looking with this bad boy on for the moment here. Curari, single dart of Curari probably not gonna help us out here. Wiz mode will not allow you to create a shapeshifter for an enemy. What? Wiz mode? Excuse me? That's interesting. What do the devs not want us to know? Are we stumbling upon the secrets of the universe? I need to know what a berserk shapeshifter behaves like, devs. What are you hiding? I think we're close, folks. We're close. Keep digging. But right, checkouts, we're at like 13% here. Can dragons use breath during rage? I don't know if they can, but they don't. I believe they don't use it. I think they do just attack. Because that's a great example. That's another like very kind of natural bodily process for the monster. So maybe a bit of an indication as to where things lie. Same natural plague. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't know if they can't use it or if they just don't because they output so much damage with their claws and teeth while enraged. That's interesting. Let's swap over to this bad boy and see. Yeah, everything definitely suffers a bit. Spellforge Servitor looking a little rough for sure. Any rings? Oh, an orc too? Oh my gosh, we were just there. Well, folks, taking another trip through the dungeon here, shall we? Always plan ahead, kids. Always plan ahead. But I think I will buy this just to have an option for positive energy here. Switch back to our Quicksilver scales. Maybe hold on to that in case it becomes relevant. And now let's go to Crypt, shall we? Hope that Resist Torment and a wonderful Spellforge Servitor is enough to get us through in one piece. Swap over to our positive energy here. Nothing we can't do with a can-do attitude, shall we? Miscast, 13% failure twice in a row. Perfect. Just what we were hoping for in life. And let us bring our friend back into the mix, shall we? Shouldn't have too much problem, all things considered, with ghouls, as long as we have our firepower. And that should be fantastic. Okie dokie. Got our toehold here, so let's continue forward for honor and glory, shall we? And, oh gosh, that's a lot of new friends. I mean, Ignition gets pretty sick in Crypt. I guess hit or miss, right? Either things are completely unaffected by our fire, or they're gonna get absolutely melted away because they're all made of rags. Also, right, cold protection, probably a good idea. And I always forget that Crypt being unnaturally silent means that we end up with a huge following of enemies after casting a few spells. Ooh, do I cancel out of that contamination? I think I just might. That miscast, unfortunately, hitting us pretty hard, but we'll just throw in a quick cancellation there. I'm pretty happy with where we're at here for just these two mutations, so I'd like to hold on to that for as long as possible here if we can at all help it. And these two shouldn't be too much of an issue whatsoever. Perfect, okie dokie. Back into the mix we go. Tap fighting our way through a decent number of our enemies here today, and that should be just fine. And not too shabby. It's been a long time since we came to Crypt. I kind of forgotten what it's even like to be here, really. It's been a hot minute, to say the least. Can I sneak one through here? Come on, thread the needle. Okay, I'm not sure if that's going to thread the needle, so I'm instead just going to kill it with fire. Perfect. Much better. Whatever does the trick here today, that's fantastic. I'm interested how our first interactions with like crystal skulls will go. That's where things will start to get a little bit interesting. Might as well join the club with our Spellforge servitor, throwing a bit of help in from our side as well. You know, can't let them have all the fun, as we've mentioned before. Ignition at least gets past most of the troops there, and fantastic. If you could give me a moment to replenish magic, game, I would greatly appreciate it. I mean, again, Spellforge servitor, MVP in that regard, keeping us mana efficient here as long as possible. In fact, I'm gonna just be helping you, my friend, and hopefully get another one. Perfect. Ooh, and more summons coming in. How about that? That Orb of Destruction, aiming for the wrong thing, my friend. If you could work on that a bit, I'm sure we'll be fine. I guess in the long run here, we'll just start hitting our vampire friend ourselves. Oh geez, that actually... Okay. Slow down. Oh me, oh my. We have fun here. Hey, boss level, how's it going? Said requirement, nothing on a Minsky. You know, we do our best. Okay. So, probably gonna want to toss a blink in here. Oh man, we let this go way too far. Being slowed is still a problem, of course. These sons of guns are gonna catch up fast. At least most of them are melee, so that's nice. Appreciate the Hydrate Redemption making sure we spend the time to think things through here. I need to remove the tab key from my keyboard. That's what this run is teaching me. But okay, let's get Blink Blunk and heal wounds. Actually, heal wounds and magic. Probably getting pretty close to as good as it gets here. Could also haste. Okay. You're faster than I thought. Oh, you cover ground extremely quickly. That would do it. A Railbird come back in with science. You were able to create Shapeshifter, but it's entered under the heading of Shifter. When Berserked, you were not able to change it with the Wand of Polymorph, but it seemed like it was able to change form on its own. Interesting. That's definitely not the results I was expecting. Huh. How about that? As for us, we're going to just play this exceptionally safe here, and I'm going to use another Scroll of Blinking. Fortunately, not great odds that I thread the needle. Oh, but slow ran out. Man, you weren't kidding. Extremely fast. May the power of butterflies compel you. Block the way, buddies. You can do it. Okay, I thought we were walking into a dead end for a moment. There we go. Take me back. Get me out. Jeez Louise. Oh, use the Moth of Wrath to force the Shapeshifter into Berserk. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a smart way of doing it for sure. Rather than just waiting an eternity for it to randomly hit there. And interesting, you were looking at the code and it looks like most effects carry over when it auto changes, but I'm unable to force change it. Seems like a bug. It seems like it, right? To me, for sure. Broke Crawl 2 on web has Shapeshifter as a species. Oh, nice. Sonic something called Kaledna Dab Dwarf? That's quite the mouthful. Interesting. Well, we're definitely learning new things about shapeshifters today. Maybe not what we expected. Oh, called Dab Dwarf. I should have been able to parse that, actually. I liked something called Dab Dwarf. Yes, it's a dwarf that dabs. No way. Shocker. I never could have guessed. But okie dokie. Again, stop with the tab key, brain. What am I trying to get myself murdered horrendously? Jeez Louise. Oh, maybe after just a few more near-death experiences, maybe my brain will finally lodge the fact that I need to be slightly more cautious here in Crypt. Oh, fun. Life of fun posting, indeed. Well, let's just continue forward here, hoping that close brush with death was all we needed. Wait, you can't see invisible? That seems like a design flaw. If I was designing a servitor, first things first, you gotta be able to see invisible, right? You out of your gosh darn mind? Well, good to know, I guess. And otherwise, we'll continue just about done Crypt 1 here. Severely drained from our time, or at least we were. We're slowly coming back, getting back into fighting shape here as we continue forward. Alright, Servitor, keep up the good work. Fantastic, my friend. Beautiful. And okie dokie, that will just about do the trick. A few corners remaining, I guess. Still that, Jangshi? It's one of those names that I don't know if I've ever said out loud, but the Jangshi that we ran away from earlier, something like that. Still wondering about the level somewhere or another. I guess, oh hey. Oh, it is Jangshi, look at that. How about that? A broken brain is right twice a day. Incredible. Well, we'll just finish you off. Floating eye zombie. Horrifying looking, might I say. That is a terrifying tile. But there we go. Okie dokie. Ooh. Oh, never a dull moment for Lucifer here. Jeez Louise. Haven't seen that tile before. I'm not sure how often I have either. Oh, right. I kept doing this a lot last stream ever since I got this new chair. So my partner got a brand new chair for her computer for the holidays, which means I stole her old chair. And it has these like adjustable armrest things. But I realized when I was reviewing some of the footage to cut up my videos that you can't see my armrest at all. So it seems to me like everyone might have just thought that I had this new habit of just holding my arms up like this for no reason whatsoever, like an absolute mad person. I promise there's a reason. It's not a good one. It's still a weird thing to do. I don't know why this is so comfortable to me. I've always had a problem with like resting on things. I worked at a bookstore for a while and we had these little walkie-talkie sets, so it had a little clip-on our waist. And for whatever reason, that made me embrace my like inner cowboy or something. So I was always like resting my hand on it like it's a holster. Don't know why. Something's very wrong with my brain, I think. Well, I don't think that. I know for sure. Oh. Hello, Vivi, my old friend. Oh, remember when we were best pals in Zot on our mummy? Oh, those were the days. I wish we could always be friends. Just giant chat shoulders now. Yeah, pure all natural. That's how I walk around. Keeps people intimidated. Keeps people in line, you know? Real cool looking too. Not at all weird and awkward from an outside perspective. Very cool and suave. Oh, but truly a shame that we can't always be friends, Vivi and I. For anyone who wasn't there, that was on our mummy run, and we bribed our way through Zot with Gozeg, and very early on, I think it was on like Zot 1 or Zot 2, we bribed Zizi, or Vivi, which I didn't even think was a thing. I've never really bribed a unique before, but they killed it. They absolutely slapped for the rest of that run. Back then, I had money to spare with my other friends, right? It was a thing of beauty, really. Robert, you did some further testing. Seems like you can polymorph a shapeshifter into different monster even when it's berserked. Oh, okay. Okay, because that was the one that definitely surprised me. Because that seemed like a strange feature. But good to know that they can, in fact, shapeshift themselves, even when berserk. Who knew? How about that? Also, thanks so much, Professor Satcha. Professor Satcha Funculus. I don't know if I've ever said your name. I always call you Professor. But thanks for the prime. I appreciate it, friend. Nice to see you again. It's been a hot minute. Okay, slowly but surely breaking ground here once again. Oh gosh. You know what? Let's just reset that, shall we? A few too many orbs of destruction just straight into the wall directly in front of my face means we can probably afford to head down, or back upstairs rather, before returning for round 2. Begin. Perfect. And yeah, much more doable section of the run here. I'm still terrified for when we do eventually return to VV because we don't have the resistances to deal with that son of a gun. We either have minor resistance to fire or cold. Not both. Pick one. Pick an element and stick with it, okay? Please and thank you. Good to know shapeshifters, or know that shapeshifters can do their own tricks and don't need Zom's help. I mean, are they just the living embodiment of Zom's will, though? I feel like that could be canon, for all I know. Seems reasonable enough, does it not? Oh my gosh. When you get the Orbs of Destruction queued up, Spellforge Servitor, boy, do you know how to make a Demonspawn blush. It's a thing of beauty, really. Absolutely incredible. And yeah, do you want fireballs for all? In fact, maybe mix and match a little bit here, get a bit fancy with it. Then once everyone's nice and huddled together, feeling all close and comfortable, that's when the ignition can be whipped out here. Fantastic and beautiful. Not too shabby whatsoever. Zin hates them slightly. Also, Zom does have a chance to be amused by shapeshifters switching into more dangerous forms. That sounds about right. Yeah. Danger is Zom's middle name. Chaos, also Zom's middle name. Zom doesn't make a lot of sense. So I guess that's not that weird. People can have more than one middle name. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's fairly common. Anyway, ignore the inane ramblings of an insane streamer here. Just doing my civic duty, sir. And perfect. We'll maybe hang around a wee bit here. There we go. I was hoping my Spellforge Servitor would stand somewhere at least minorly useful, and they did indeed do so at the end of the day here. Let's bring our 2 ghouly friends upstairs, and fantastic. Not too shabby whatsoever. But yes, the one simple trick, Zin hates them. Oh, there's so many meme phrases that live rent-free in my head that even if it doesn't make sense, it's got its hold on me at the end of the day. Okay, so Vivi is somewhere. The scariest type of Vivi, one that you haven't seen in a while and could be anywhere, really. Terrifying. And do those ice clouds keep expanding? You kids seeing this? I think we at least found, hopefully, the limit on those sons of guns for the time being here, but no promises. And I'm still waiting to turn a corner into our old friend. There you are, you son of a gun. Right when I'm in just the least opportune position. You really know how to spoil me. Well, I'm just gonna teleport out of there. That seems less than ideal, shall we say? Not in a hallway, please. Not in a hallway. Just let me meet you in an open field, Ned. There we go. Okay, so I'm either cold resistant or fire resistant, not both. Let's not get greedy. You're more likely to do fire stuff. Oh, and the other one's, oh, Creeping Frost. So I go here. I remove that Ring of Ice. Bring out, let's try that again. Bring out a Spellforge Servitor, fantastic. What else can I do to you, my friend? Blast you with some acid? Acid seems good. There's the creeping cold. Not ideal, but again, I'm next to one wall, which actually hurt like a son of a gun. Jeez Louise. Okay, I'm gonna teleport again. I have changed my mind. This is not a worthy endeavor. Don't know what I was thinking. Out of my gosh darn mind. 270, yeah, what am I doing? Oh, you're not kidding. VV's melee does hurt. Real bad peacock. Holy crap. 6 to 9 extra cold damage. Very nice and all that. But I can't handle that. That's gonna kill me. Oof. Can I get an oof? Could heal up. You know, yeah, let's play it safe. I'm gonna heal up in advance. Teleport me out. Perfect. Did I have anywhere upstairs that I didn't explore? No, so this trapdoor should be fairly safe. Where are all of our downstairs at? Oh, just the trapdoor up there? No, thank you. The other ones, oh, look at that. Past our friend. Perfect. Just lovely, really. That doesn't seem problematic in any way, shape, or form. Let's see. This stairwell, at least, is a bit more reasonable for us to explore around. Let's check out some of these tunnels and wandering, shall we? Only have one more teleport scroll left. Oh, where are you hiding all your teleport scroll games? Jeez Louise. Okay, nope, that turns out that was pretty much the end of the floor. Son of a gun. Okay, at least VV isn't fast. So that's nice. And oh, and I'm flying, so that helps.